It just got darker. I hope this comes up properly, streams properly. Well, this is the first time I'm trying it because I just got a new phone a little while ago, and I've never streamed with my phone, at least not with the 360. So I hope it comes out the way I am anticipating. I decided to get a membership. Why not? To the Queens Botanic Garden, because I like Botanic Gardens. Parks are great. You know, many people could say, well, why don't you just go to the park? Park is good. The Botanic Gardens got a little bit more order to it, more control, because you got to pay to come in here. I got the membership, so I just come in. Not much trash. You don't have to worry about dogs, dog poop. So yeah, the park is great. Park is fantastic. So I'm more than happy and grateful that we even have resources like the park to go to. Even though everyone may not share the same sentiment, some people, they cool, especially in New York City, with just staying on their stoop. You know, or just hanging by the window on a corner, and that's all the outside and touching grass that they need. Admittedly, as nice as this area is, I'd come out here again still. I think the Brooklyn Botanic Gardens are a little bit better. I believe it has more square footage, a little bit more features, but nonetheless, it's still good here. I think the last time I've really been out here, it's been years. And this one opens early though. This is why I favor this one. The one in Brooklyn opens up at 10, which is good. Still early for a lot of people. A lot of people, 10 to 12, 11 o'clock in the morning is early. This one opens up at 8. It's right up my alley. So earlier it is in the morning, more peaceful, as peaceful as you can get in New York City. This is out in Queens, so Queens got a little bit, a lot of busy parts in Queens, but Queens has a lot more quieter parts than Brooklyn. So it's maybe further away from a lot of places where people work at, usually in the city or downtown Brooklyn, so it takes a little bit longer to get to, but you know, the further east you get away from the city, the more quieter it is. There are a little bit more cheaper places to get to rent or mortgage. But out here the culture's different. Because out here, so I did come out here before, recently, but I didn't really go around the whole place like how I'm walking around now. It's mainly, I think it's Chinese, possibly Korean culture, and they're out here, you know, looking at walks. And like a lot of people like photography from that demographic, out there doing like the Tai Chi, or I guess would it be similar to the Tai Chi. Of course, you can't be New York without the distant sound of a car horn or alarm or even a siren from an emergency vehicle. So, you know, it's not that much detached from the busyness of the city. I have a walk-over bridge. I don't know where that goes to. But it's closed off, so we can't go through there, wherever that goes to, when it goes over this roadway. I think it's a big park on the other side of that road, of that street. This is alright. It would be nicer if that alarm would stop going off, and I'm pretty sure the person who owns that vehicle is probably parked far away from it so they can't hear it, and they're probably snoring right now, turning over in their sleep. way goes to over there near the street, especially I know you can't go by the street. I'll turn around and go this way. There's a lot of open field. Like I said, any other given park in Queens could be easily cleaner. Okay, it stopped. Cleaner than any given park in Brooklyn. It's going to have more people because Brooklyn is Brooklyn. I'm not going to stop over today. I'm probably going to go to Queens Corona Park. That's a very nice park. Another place I like going to early in the morning on the weekend, especially Sabbath. There we go again. People have a lot of different reasons to wake up every morning, where their priorities are. Now, I could easily say this: enjoy life, but you have to have the grounds and a foundation and standards of how to enjoy life. Okay, so I'm going around the Botanic Gardens. Okay, it's not that big. It's nice. It is very nice. It's just not that big. Not as big as I would expect it to be, but it's still good. It's a bit rainy. Well, not rain. It's not raining right now, but back to what I was saying. People forget to enjoy the peace and the calm. It's all about the hustle and bustle. And we've been beat down spiritually and mentally to the point where we give up a lot of our legitimate freedoms. We think doing what we want to do is freedom. When you abuse your free will, it puts you in bondage. When you just want to hand over your self-governance, things that you should be doing to other people, to other entities, that is bondage. And because we've been beat down spiritually, mentally, where we just wake up to make a buck and then come back home to put that buck into our households, and that's it. And that's not what life is about. Not at all. Money's a tool. But we've been led to believe that everything is about money. And everything is about bread. And it's not. It's a tool to attain things, to acquire resources. We forget to take time to come outside. Look at our, start with, they say always start with Yah. If anything, start with yourself. Look at yourself. Look at how we're engineered. Look at our bodies, these vessels we're in. Most people, we're symmetrical. Got two hands, fingers, legs, other parts to engage in this physical world. And we forget that. We utilize our vessels and our minds for other things. We don't focus on why we're supposed to be here, to really enjoy life, but not enjoy life on our definition, because our definition is very limited. And then we're just gonna look at those limited things. Drinking, hanging out, buying things, having a lot of sexual relations, being a workaholic, or just not doing anything with yourself. See, we get caught up in those limited ways. We don't really enjoy stuff. If we can't even enjoy the slightest of the things that's been put here, there's no possible way that we could really fully enjoy things to the fullest. There's no possible way. Now take time. People don't think about even going to a park, coming to spend money to come to a place like this for peace of mind. So other people here too, that's here when it's opened up, because they want the peace too. This right here is a feast for the eyes. It's just grass. It's part of life. It's part of this life on this planet that was created for us. to live in, to experience, to engage with, to enjoy. Enjoy seeing the birds of the air. This air that I'm breathing, that you breathing right now. Man, take it all in. Take your time to look at all of this stuff. You know, don't get up. We ain't gotta just jump on our phone as soon as we get up or every chance we get. Guilty of that many times myself. I'm using this technology to record, stream, talk with you guys. You know, you can build your house up in the right way, spiritually. Always start spiritually. Trying to find peace. You ain't gonna find that on your own. Because anything that we find on your own is always gonna change, and it's always gonna be short-lived. So it means you're constantly going to be looking for your grounding. We're going to change in life. Our perspectives will change, our tastes will change. But the foundation, when we move forward in life, that's always changing. You're never going to be a grounded person. You're never going to be a happy person. You're going to be happy right now. You could be doing things or thinking things or believing in things that may seem to work for you right now. You're good. And that's only going to be for a time. Need something more solid. You know, these rocks here. The rock is Yah Almighty. Doesn't change. And it's already been said how much things that they're here for us. That's in the word. So we could live properly. We could really enjoy life, not what we think is enjoying life. You know, I take time to come chill. This is why I like coming to places like this. But for me, I mean, I could do it any given day of the week, sure. But I don't know, it just hits different when I do it on Sabbath. It does. You know? Many people are not going to share the same sentiment that I do. But I understand, at least in the most minimal form of Sabbath is supposed to be. It's a Kodesh day, set apart day. But we don't get caught up in the regular things. You go work, go and watch things, be on social media, have certain conversations. Some of that stuff is, you put that to the side. You don't have to come to a garden or go to a park, but I'm not going to say not to either. I'd advise it. The earlier the better. Of course, you know, summer months in places like this is going to get crowded real easy as long as the time progresses. More and more people are going to get up. It's going to be more. It may not be as crazy here, but like in parks and stuff or beaches, you know, when everybody else comes out that don't really come out there for the peace or out there for the Sabbath. So, you know, we got to be careful. I got to be careful, pick and choose where and when. Like parks, certain places, yeah. It's better in the morning because the weather's nice, especially on the weekend. It's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to put you off that you're trying to get away from in the first place. It's okay to spend time alone, but we're not supposed to be alone. But we have to have time to chill, meditate with Yah on the word. Always got to meditate on the word with Yah. Find your place with Him. Yeah. And there's some people who just straight up left the city and went to the bush. They went to where it's more rural. It's quieter. You hear this nature. You hear the breeze going through the trees. You know, air is fresher. Air is a little more still. Don't have the wildness. And that's why people say, I gotta get out of here, because they get tired of the energy. Come through and you'll get balanced. You start to appreciate the things that you took for granted. You tend to look at more. The more you get away from places like the city or the busyness. And it don't even have to be the city. It could just be busyness in your life. You're chasing the wrong things, or you got the wrong people and things around you. So it doesn't have to be someplace like New York City. It always be who you have around you and what you have around you. You never always upset your spirit. Okay? Yeah, we're doing the Tai So it's not really a big garden, but it is nice. Everything don't gotta be bigger and better all the time. This is good enough peace right here, especially for a lot of people. The people who's here right now, this is fantastic for them. Because on one side of the garden is one big busy street, and the other side is kind of quieted street. But this is what people look forward to. Come here and relax, even though it's still a lot of buildings around here, it's calm, quiet. You need that. We're really not supposed to be in cities or settled in cities for many reasons. Mainly because, the nature of people condensed upon each other. It's not going to be the best of energies and the best of intentions. It's always going to be the worst of people concentrated. But while we're here, before we move out or everything is said and done, just take time to chill. I was going to say meditate on the word. I'm going to say this meditate. I'm not going to set you up and say this meditate on whatever.
Excuse me. Security?
Sorry?
Security?
No. No. That's true. Relax. At least here I know if I want to lay on the grass, I can lay on the grass. Same as the Brooklyn Botanic Garden. Because I don't have to worry about poop or trash. And it's terrible that we have to worry about poop or trash. Why we have poop or trash all over the place? Because people don't want to self-govern. People don't have value for themselves and or things around them. Because there's no reason why this place has to be one of the dirtiest places in this country, possibly on this earth. It's ridiculous. You see, we have self-governance and value in Yah. You will notice we will have stewardship. We get it. Yeah. Walk through the whole place. So it's cool. It's nice. But to end this. Who's watching afterwards? Great. Everybody jumped on? I don't know if everybody jumped on. I think everybody's still sleeping.